think we're getting ready to get started. So let's talk just for a minute and get everybody familiar with how we do our art classes, because I think there are several new friends on here who have not been in this art class before. So this is wonderful. I'm so glad to say hi to everybody. So one thing I want you guys to do, get familiar with, is to get familiar with how we work here. When I am giving instructions or talking, I'm going to need you to go down to the bottom of your screen and over to the left a little bit. In the bottom left-hand corner, there's a little thing, looks like a microphone there, and it says mute, M-U-T-E. You need to go click your mute button when I am giving directions. Okay, that is very respectful for everybody else so that they can hear me without any background noise. Okay, so everybody go down to the bottom of your screen and over to the left a little bit, and you're going to click the mute button. It's a little
okay. I was supposed to hit that.
Okay. All right, thank you all so much. My name is Miss Jen, and I am the art teacher here from Second Stage Amherst. We have art classes every Friday from 3 o'clock to 3:45 now for the next, today is number 1, and we're gonna have 5 classes total. So I am so glad to see all of you. When we get started doing the instructions, I'm going to be giving a lot of instructions, and then I might be showing you some examples, and I'll hold them up to the screen, or I might show you some supplies that you might need and hold them up to the screen to make sure that you are seeing all the things that I need to show you. There's a little teeny trick. You get your mouse and go up on my screen there, and once you put your mouse your cursor over top of my box, some blue menus come up. One says ask to unmute, or the other one has 3 little dots. The 3 little dots mean more. So we want to click on the 3 little dots, and down that whole list of fun things to do says pin, P-I-N, video. If you click on pin video, that will make sure my face is the big face on the screen for you. Okay, so if you go up into the 3 little dots on my square there and click on the 3 little dots, you will click on pin video, and my face is going to be the big one on your big box on your screen. Okay, does that work for everybody? That way you can see all of the examples that I'm going to be showing in the supplies and things like that.
What if we're on mobile?
If you're just listening, then you just need to be very quiet so you can listen to all the directions, okay?
Okay.
Awesome sauce, okay? It would help a lot if you can. On mobile, they should have that option too. I think if you have the video going, there's somewhere on there is a little more button, and you can pin your video to make it be the big one on your screen as well. And it works on iPads too, because Zoom is kind of the same for everybody. Okay. Now, you guys ready to see what we're going to do today?
Yeah.
All right. If I'm calling on you, I like to scroll through and see everybody's faces throughout when we're working on the lessons and things. And if I call your name that's in that box, if it's not your name, please say, hey, Miss Jen, that's not my name. That's my mom's name, or I'm on my nanny's computer. My name is whatever. So please make sure I'm getting your name correct. I don't necessarily see everybody's names, the kid names on there, okay? Here's Jenna. She's going to do an art project. This is one of my daughters. She wants to do art project. All right, so I'm going to scoot back just a little bit. We are going to be doing a really cool project today, and I want this project to be done pretty well because it can be framed. It's a really nice one that your mommies and daddies, nannies and poppies might like to have framed in the future, because it's going to have a little tiny picture of you. It's It's going to be kind of like a self-portrait, and it's also going to have your name on it. So those are always fun things that your family likes to have hanging in your house. So how many of you guys know how to draw a stick figure?
Me.
Ever heard of a stick figure?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Well, we're
Like
going to be doing a
stick man.
We're going to be doing a stick figure self-portrait today. What? What are you talking about, Miss Jen? You're crazy.
Okay.
So we're going to be needing a couple of supplies. We're going to need some paper, copy paper. If you have a printer somewhere nearby, you can just get regular copy paper. Or if you have a sketchbook and you have some drawing paper that might be a little bit thicker, that's great too. If you have paper that might be bigger or smaller than this, size does not matter today. We are going to be working up and down. This is called portrait. If we were working side to side, it would be called landscape, but up and down, we're going to be working up and down today. So get your plain paper, your drawing paper, or your copy paper. You need a pencil because we're going to start out with drawing light till we get it right, and then we'll go darker and trace it with a marker. So how many of you guys have a Sharpie marker? You know what Sharpie markers are?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
I have one.
these are dangerous. How many of you don't let you get to use these? Huh?
Yes.
Do you know why they're dangerous?
What?
Dangerous.
Why?
It's because they can actually, if you get it on them, then they can actually cannot come off.
You're right. If you get it on something, it doesn't erase and it doesn't come off. Okay? So if you get it on your fingers and all, it'll kind of wash off after a little while. But if you get it on the table, or if you leave it laying beside you and your little brother or little sister grab it and they go draw in the cabinets with it, it doesn't.
Yeah.
So this is an art material that we are going to use in several of our projects, but we need to make sure we're going to be very responsible with this. So when we use it, we're going to be using it at our table, and we're going to be using it for directly what I tell you to use it for. And when we're done with this Sharpie marker, we're going to put the top back on it so it doesn't necessarily make little marks on the table when you're not expecting it. And we're going to let mom and dad or nanny and papa, whoever's there with you, put it back where it belongs. Does that sound like a plan?
Yes.
So are we responsible with this?
Yes.
Okay. So the last thing we're going to need is some crayons. Okay. How many of you have crayons? We love crayons.
Yes.
How many of you got brand new ones just for this art class?
Me.
Yeah. Oh,
I
look
have
at
brand
Griffin.
new
He's got a whole big box of them. 64 crayons.
I don't like crayons.
You don't like crayons? Why don't you like crayons?
I like drawing with pencil.
You like drawing with pencil? Okay. Crayons we think about as little kid things sometimes, right? Sometimes we think, oh, they're just crayons. They're for little kids. I love crayons. I think they're so fun, and we can color with them. Well, today, okay. Oh, Jenna went and got some different crayons. She has some cool ones. She's got some neon crayons. Look at those. They are bright. And then she has some pastel crayons. Look at those. They're like Easter egg colors.
I'm using colored pencils, if that's okay.
You can use colored pencil, sure. It's going to give you a little bit different effect than what the crayons look like, but that's okay if you want to use colored pencils. Plus, you're going to have to work a whole lot harder because colored pencils don't cover as much space because their leads are smaller than the crayon tips. So you're going to have to work a little bit harder. So just be prepared for that, okay?
Fine with me.
Okay. All right. So how many of you have ever drawn a stick?
I have.
Yeah.
The
So we are going to draw a stick figure self-portrait. I'm going to pull this up.
Motion detected at the main front door.
Oh, okay. So who's that, Nancy? Who is with Kirshner? And you raised a hand. Do you have a question? Who is on there? What is your name? I can't remember.
My name is Harrison, and
Harrison. And you have,
I'm really bad at drawing people.
well, that's okay, because we're going to do some simple shapes. Okay? Simple shapes to make our stick. So do you guys see the image that I
Whitney, come home.
of different stick figures? Yeah? A lot of times we draw a stick figure of a circle for a head and a stick for a body and a stick for arms and legs. Well, we're going to use a few more, a little bit simple shapes this time. We're going to use maybe a square for the body or a triangle if you want to be wearing a dress. Okay? And of course, our little head, and we're going to put a face on there. But this image right here shows that you can make your stick figures look like they're creating an action. They're doing something. This little guy's kind of standing still. Well, this one's turning around. This one might be walking. This one's checking on, picking up one leg. This one looks like he's tiptoeing. This one's running. This one's bending over, picking up stuff. So the first thing we're going to do right now is you're going to do a practice page, okay? So on one piece of your drawing paper with your pencils, actually I'll pull that stick figure picture back up. Right now, I want you to practice drawing on your paper a stick figure doing one of these actions. It could just be standing there, and that's okay. Or, hey, Harrison, you're not going to be allowed to participate if you can't follow the rules. And one of the rules is to sit and listen to Miss Jen, okay? So we're not going to be drawing on the screen anymore. We're going to have respect for all of the students that are in this class, okay? I want to see your artwork at the end of the class. Does that sound like a plan? Yes, awesome sauce. I will see all of your artwork on your paper at the end of class, okay?
Miss Kirshner, are we going to draw it like a little stick figure or a big one?
We are going to fill our page up, but for our practice one, you can draw as many as you want until you get your figure exactly the way you want it, okay?
Okay.
So your practice one can kind of be small. When we are drawing for real, for our real project, it's going to be as big as the paper, okay? So right now, you just practice drawing a stick figure, doing one of these actions here. So if you want your person, and this is going to eventually be a portrait of you. So if you want your person with their arms up in the air, that's kind of cool. Or if you are a cheerleader and you want, your arms up in the air like that and your feet out. Or if you are a runner or you play soccer, you could put your little person drawing, doing a running thing. So just look at the images that I have on the screen just so you can get some ideas. And yes, if you want to copy one of those, that's totally fine. That's how we learn how to draw things. So right now, I want you to practice drawing a stick figure with a simple shape for the body. So we're going to have either a square or a little triangle for a dress if you want to put a dress on your person. Then we're going to do stick arms, stick legs. If you want to put little circles for your hands and feet, that's okay. All right, so practice drawing your figure, and you may want to draw one or two. You might want to draw 3 or 4, and that's okay. I see it, Harrison. Simple figures, simple shapes for your body. Very nice.
This is how I usually draw people, so it's easy.
Okay, Maddie. I see Maddie's holding hers up. Good practicing. Who is that? Foster? Foster? All right. Okay, keep practicing. You might want to draw it 2 or 3 times because you might want to do something different with some of the images there. Let me see, Avette. I can't see it. It's a little off to the side. No, go, yeah, this way. Come back this way. Okay, I see it now down there. All right, keep practicing. Let's draw a few of them. Okay, Sally. Is that Sally down there? I see. You got a little dress on yours. That's nice. Okay, my friends. Some of you are running in your figures, and some of you are, I see one, arms up, arms out to the side. That's very nice. Quinn, I see that. Very good. Hunter, you are busy, aren't you?
Guitar and rocking out.
Izzy, can you hold yours up one more time? I think I just missed it. Okay. All right, practice a couple more times, my friends. Draw a couple of them. And next, I want you to go ahead and add a face, your face, okay? So 2 eyes, you can just do little dots for eyes if you want to do a little nose and a smile. Okay, you can add glasses if you wear glasses. I see a couple of you guys have glasses. And you can add a little bit of hair. If you want to draw, Miss Jen has short, spiky hair. My hair is kind of crazy. If you have long hair or a ponytail, or if you have a bow in your hair, you can add that. Harrison, do you have a question?
Is it okay if I draw lines for eyes and no nose? Because that's what I usually do.
Well, you can practice that, but practice a couple of different ways. You might find that you like something a little bit different. Okay?
The problem is I don't know what shape for the nose.
A nose can be, okay, noses can be a lot of different ways. I'm going to stop sharing my screen so I can put myself back up here. Noses can be a couple of different ways. Let me draw a little face. All right, so there's a little face. You guys let's see my little face here. I might put a nose on there just like a little circle. Okay, that would be cute. Let me draw another face and I'm gonna do some dots for eyes and a mouth. See my second face? Let me put a nose on here. That's gonna be like an upside down, or like a letter, upside down U. Like all right, I'm gonna draw another face over here. We'll do some eyes again and a big smile. See my third face? And we're gonna do a little bit of a sideways nose this time. It can go like a fishing hook. That's what sometimes I put on there. It does look like a little fishing hook. You can put some eyelashes on your face. See, Miss Jen put some eyelashes on there. And the way we draw hair is lots of lines, okay? So I'm gonna put some hair on this face. So maybe this little person has some bangs and then her hair goes down on the sides. I'm drawing a female here.
I made
So
huge
look, lots of lines. You guys see how that kind of goes? I'm gonna draw a male now and I'll draw my little face here with a little bit short spiky hair. Look at that. Okay, so lots of different options. You guys can play around with it. If you want to put a bow in the hair, might have a hair bow. Look at that, isn't that cute? If you wear a bow all the time, or if you wear a baseball cap, you might put a baseball cap on your hat, on a hat on your head.
Can you put the stickman back up on the page?
Sure.
Thank you.
Let me do that. There they are. Dun, 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 dun. So lots of actions there. Jenna drew a couple of her little people have some braids. She wears braids pretty often. She's got glasses, so she drew glasses on her stick person. Okay, you guys ready? You got one that you're happy with? You got one that you really, really like? Okay, we're gonna copy it onto our big paper now, okay? We are going to draw it with our pencil pretty big on our paper. There's Miss Jen there. I drew mine pretty big and we want to fill up a lot of space on our paper, okay? Sure. Miss Jen has short spiky hair and I have glasses on. Little dress on me and I have a little paintbrush over here and a paper. So let's practice, let's draw our figure with pencil first. Okay, pencil first, and we want to make sure it fills up most of our paper. Don't be afraid to draw too big, okay? Because I don't want a little teeny figure right here because we're going to have to fill it a whole lot up with color. We want our figure pretty big in the middle of our paper. Who has raised hands? if you raised a hand and you have a question, Harrison and Imani, you can unmute and ask me your questions.
Which way do we have to do it? This way or this way?
It's going to be up and down, tall. Tall on your paper like this. Good question. Yes, you can.
Look, this is one, and I'll show you my other one where I made a bigger one. Okay. Look,
Now, let's see the big ones. Once you're happy with the way your big figure looks.
I like this one.
Good. Once you're happy with the way your big figure looks, if you did something, you can erase it real quick and fix it. But once you're happy with the way your big figure looks, now it's the dangerous time. Dun, dun, dun. Dangerous time. We're going to get our Sharpie markers, our black Sharpies, and you're going to trace over your whole figure. The whole thing with a black Sharpie. All of your pencil lines. Every hair, the eyes, all the stick parts, the hands, every detail you're going to trace over with the black Sharpie marker, okay? Every pencil line, trace it with your black Sharpie. And be careful with this Sharpie. Don't, I mean, accidents happen, I understand that, but try not to go off the edge of your paper and make marks on the table, okay? So very carefully, I want you to trace over all of your pencil lines with the black Sharpie, and then you can show me what you're working with there, my friends.
I'm not using a Sharpie. I'm using a black crayon.
That's okay. You can use what you got. A lot of these lessons are pretty adaptable. You can kind of use some different materials. They will look a little bit different than my examples, but that's okay. That's what art's all about. You make it yours and you do your own thing with it. And that's pretty cool. Okay, Harrison. I see Mateo. Is that Mateo there? I like it. All right, you guys are doing awesome. You guys are working so hard. Man, y'all are into this. I love it.
I was worried about this, but this one actually is a bit more fun than the others.
Okay, good. That's the thing about art. It's so many things that you can do. You can use crayons, you can do markers, you can do clay. You can make things out of clay. You can make things out of model magic. You can do painting. There's lots of different things that can go into art. And so just because you don't like doing one thing doesn't mean that you don't like doing something else. So it's really nice to be able to pick different materials to make your artwork out of. Jenna's got her little girl ready. The next thing I want you to do is take your Sharpie marker and I want you to write your name nice and big above or below your figure, wherever you have extra space. Mateo, hold on just a minute because I'm going to tell you how we're going to color this thing. So if your figure is more to the top, you want to write your name on the bottom. If your figure is more to the bottom, you want to write your name on the top. That's fine. If you want to write your name down the side, that's cool. I want you to write your name on this because this is your self-portrait. Excuse me, I got a tickle in my throat. It's pollen season. So you're going to take your Sharpie and write your name nice and neatly, either above or below your figure.
I'm messing with my head.
Don't worry. I'm allergic to spring and fall.
I think a lot of us are, and I'm getting a little tickle in my throat. I feel it coming.
Yeah, my sister has problems like that too. Last night in the middle of the night, she woke up and she couldn't breathe through her nose.
Oh my. All right, hold them up. As I scroll through, I want to see how they're coming along, my friends. Oh, Emmy Grace, is that Emmy Grace? Yours looks lovely with that hair. Quinn, looking good. Looking good, okay. Make sure your names go on these. Izzy, oh, look at that smile. Look at hers. That's a big smile. Presley, and who is with you? I can't read the names.
Ella.
Ella, okay. Show me both of yours.
What?
Show me both of yours.
Yeah.
All right. Alex.
And for mine, I actually put lines for like teeth.
That's good. Jackson. All right. These are looking great. Okay, guys. Now the coloring is going to begin. Imani, I love your name. Your name is like so big. I love that. And you guys did good making your names pretty big and readable. I can read them. You guys have really good handwriting. I'm pretty impressed with that. Okay. So now comes the part where you're going to start coloring, but I'm going to tell you what we're coloring, okay?
Do you want to
We're
see
not
mine?
coloring our person. We're going to leave it black and white. But we're going to color around our person to make it look like tie-dye. You guys know what tie-dye is? No? Okay.
Wow.
Let me tell you what tie-dye is.
Yes,
You know what tie-dye is? Some people do. Have you ever had a tie-dye shirt?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
So I'm going to show you guys some images of tie-dye. Let me share my screen. I got to get down here. I forget that I actually have to push that button. All right, so let me show you some images of tie-dye. You guys see how these look here? I love these little swirls and how the colors kind of bleed in together. Look how they blend. This one I think is one of my favorites. Hard to see there. That one is one of my favorites. You see how it's like the colors kind of go together? Isn't that really cool? This one's really cool. This one's really cool. I love tie-dye. So we are going to color a tie-dye around our figure, okay? Now, let me show you my example. You do not have to copy my colors, okay? I really like yellow, green, and blue. That's like some of my favorite colors. I just love this pattern, okay? I love yellow, green, and blue together. What I want you to do is I want you to choose 2 or 3 or 4 colors that you really like and that you think look good together. And we're going to color them in a pattern, okay? So if you want red, orange, and yellow, or if you want to do the rainbow colors, that's fine. Or if you want pink and purple, what colors do you like best together? I like the yellow, green, and blue. If you like red and blue and purple, kind of like where they mix together, that'd be cool. So pick 2, well, I would do more than 2 colors. So 3, 4 colors, or you can do all of the rainbow colors if you want to do all 6 of them. And we're going to start coloring around our figure. Let me show you what I'm talking about here.
Miss Jen.
Yes, dear.
May you also paint?
If you want to paint this one, that's okay if you have access to those supplies. But my instructions are going to be for the crayons for this project. So I'm going to be giving directions about using crayons. If you want to paint, that's totally up to you. You do your project there, okay?
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to grab, let's see, what kind of colors do I want? I think I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do red and orange. Red and orange and yellow this time. Let me find a red. I don't think I have a red. Oh, but there's a kind of a red. I have all these crayons. It's so many. I love to be able to do all these different kind of choices. So to start out with coloring, you are going to color in short strokes like this all the way around the edge of your figure, okay? Kind of like a like fireworks almost. So we're going to start, and don't really touch the figure. You can leave a little bit of an outline. We're going to go up and around and then go around your name. You see how I left a little bit of space around my name so you could read it? So we're going to start by coloring all the way around our figure and leave our name in a little white section too. So this is going to take a long time. And I want you to take your time, because if you take your time and do it well and go slow and make sure you're filling in the space really good with your crayon so that no white paper is showing through, you're going to have a really nice piece of artwork, and it's not going to look like scribble scratch. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we get to coloring with crayons and we just kind of, I get tired. I don't feel like doing it no more. I'm just going to color. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we get like that. And if you color and you leave too much white showing through, it really does kind of look like scribble scratch stuff. We don't want scribble scratch stuff. We want our art piece to look amazing. So when you're coloring, you see how Miss Jen, yeah, it kind of looks a little bit like scribble scratch, but I kind of filled in really well with the hiding the white paper as we do this going around. Okay. And then I'm going to start going down my name.
I'm bad at this stuff.
Nope. Go slow. Take your time. Don't get frustrated. You're not bad at this stuff. You're learning. It's probably stuff you have not done before. And we all need to take some time and learn techniques that we may or may not have been taught already. And one of these techniques that we're learning about crayons is to go slow and to fill in, cover the white paper. It will make it look a whole lot nicer. All right, good, Maddie. Now, once you get one layer all the way around, you can switch your color and do the next color in your pattern. So if you're doing pink and purple, you're going to do a layer of pink all the way around and then a layer of purple. So I did a layer of yellow here, and then I did the next layer is going to be green. See how I did the next layer is green all the way around. Take your time. Cover your space. Don't let any of that white paper show through where you're trying to put your crayon marks. And we're going to color, color, color. Color! Isn't it beautiful? You guys having fun so far? I see Maddie. That looks nice.
I'm not.
Oh, Harrison, I'm sorry. Well, maybe next week we'll have something that you'll enjoy doing a little bit more. You guys are working so hard.
At first they thought, okay, just drawing a person, no big deal. But then when you bring out the coloring part, I think you're coloring the person. No, you're coloring the background.
Yeah, I know, we're coloring the background, doing something a little bit different, mixing it up just a little bit.
Plot twist.
Something totally unexpected. Dun, dun, dun.
My arms hurt.
Quit playing games with my head.
How are we doing on our patterns?
In my head.
Let me see, Sally. Okay, you have like a whole rainbow thing going on. I like that. Keep going all the way around your figure. Good. I'm scrolling through, looking at all you guys working so hard on a Friday, but we're having fun, right?
Fun work.
It is fun work. You're right.
Fridays is a day off for me. We just do like homework. We just do like home from school work, like read for 20 minutes or something. But other than that, yeah.
So tell me what color patterns you guys are doing.
Purple and blue.
You want me to ask?
Purple and blue? Okay.
Red, purple, and blue.
Purple and blue, like a galaxy.
And you say this is fun. It's not fun.
Sorry, Harrison. You might
Turquoise.
like the next time we do something. You might like a different project.
I'm using turquoise, maroon, and orange.
Oh, turquoise. That's mixing it up a little bit.
I'm doing red, purple, and blue.
Imani, you raised a hand. Do you have a question? You raised a hand. Do you have a question?
She ran to the bathroom. Can you show her your in project, like in progress paper?
Sure.
See, like that.
See, we're going to go right around our figure with these short strokes, back and forth, but make sure that you're covering the white paper really well and not just scribbling, okay? I mean, it does look like a little bit of a scribble because it's supposed to look like tie-dye, but we're going back and forth, but we're covering the white paper with our crayons pretty well.
I'm doing
And then
something really different than that.
second layer,
She's
she's
showing you another one.
Around, you're actually going to blend those two layers together a little bit as you're coloring around. So if you'll notice here, I went around on my orange and it goes right into my red. And that's going to be my second layer all the way around, okay?
Got it?
Oh, Jenna's got neon crayons. See how I took my greens and
Look,
blended
she's showing you another one. See?
blended a little bit into my yellows when I did my second layer here. When you get to your third layer, which was my third layer was blue, I blended a little bit into the greens. So once you get to use all of your colors in your pattern, you're going to start that pattern over again. I did yellow, green, blue, and then I'm going to do yellow, green, blue, and you're going to fill up all with the pattern all the way to the edge of your paper. With your crayons, you go right off the edge of your paper there, okay? So fill it up. No white paper on the edges either. So this is going to take a little bit of time. Patience, but anything that we want to look really amazing, our artwork we want to look really amazing, we should really take the time and do it well. You know what I'm saying? It'll be worth it. These look really cool. I'm scrolling through and looking at you guys working, and when you're holding them up to your computer, I can see them, and I'm just amazed. You guys are doing a really nice job.
Like this.
Hold on, let me scroll through. Quinn, is that you? I like that. Oh, Harrison, keep going.
This is how far I got.
Well, that's okay. Like I said, it's going to be slow, but it's going to be worth it. Nina, is that Nina? You have a question? Oh, you did some stripes back there. Okay, that's different. I like it. Putting your own little twist on it. That's kind of cool.
Can I make
Nina?
a statement?
Yes.
Can I make a statement to everyone who's painting with paint? If you want to do pink, just mix red and white. And it makes really good pink too.
Okay. Dahlia, what pattern are you doing? Is that blue and purple? Dahlia? Hunter, what colors are you doing, bud?
Red, purple, and blue.
That's cool. Nate, you doing a pattern?
I'm just kind of putting colors around, but I'm planning to do a pattern like around me.
Okay, good.
I'm doing all of the cool cool colors, not the hot colors, because those are my
So,
three favorite colors.
Blues
Purple,
and greens.
blue, and green.
I love that. Blues are my favorite. I love blue. I got a blue jacket on today. I love blues. That's my birthstone too. I think that might be why I like it so much. Jenna says she likes yellow and purple. She likes yellow and purple together. Let me hold up Jenna's. I'll show you hers. She's doing her neon crayons. Look, she's got like the neon pink and neon orange.
Wow, that looks good.
Kind of cool.
You know that purple and yellow together make brown.
They do. You're right.
I think I'm going to be done here. I
Don't give up. Do not give up. It is going to be worth it, okay? It's going to be worth it when you're finished. If you keep going and fill up all that white. Yes, I know you're getting tired. Your hands are probably getting tired. And if you're coloring a whole lot, your crayons are probably getting warm in your hands and they might break. So pay attention to that. If you don't mind broken crayons, I color with broken crayons all the time. I don't mind them. Just make sure that you don't push really hard with your crayons because they get warm in your hands. Nina, you're raising a hand, or is that brother?
And my brother, he wants to say something.
Okay.
I can't wait my name that good because I can't wait so good. Even Happy Easter. And look what I got. Look, I found I digged it out of dinosaur egg, and if you put it in darkness, it glows.
What? How does that
glow? If you put it in darkness, it glows.
Okay. I want to do that. That's cool.
I had one of those. I had like a lizard that if you like charged up in a sunbeam, then you put it in a really dark place. We got that from like a school prize. Everybody went to the computer to charge up their lizard, and then they went into the bathroom and shut the door and turned the lights off, and then everybody's lizard glowed, and it was super crowded.
I had some glow in the dark paint one time when I did an art camp in the summer. We used this glow in the dark paint, and we had a little art show at the end of the week, and all the parents came, and nannies and aunties and everybody came to the art show, and they saw this really cool. All the kids had their artwork out, and they saw, oh, that's a cool painting. It was really cool. Okay, whatever. Well, then we turned all the lights out in the art show, and it glowed. Like they were like, what? Oh my gosh. It was really fun. Glow in the dark stuff is awesome. Maddie, are you holding something up for me?
I have glow in the dark glue.
Mom. Wait, so you can
see you, Maddie. All right, get some color on there, my friend. Let's get some crayons going. Mateo, how's it going?
Mom.
All right, my friends, you guys are working so hard. I am impressed with your activity and your focus. I hope you guys have had fun with this project. I want you to finish it. Okay, I know that a lot of you still have a lot of work to do. Like Harrison, that's a whole lot of white paper you still need to fill up.
In case you haven't noticed, I just use lines. Just boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, it's just little lines. So I want you guys to make sure you're finishing the project all the way out to the edge of the paper.
What?
No white paper left on the sides, right? Just your figure is going to be black and white in the area around your name. So we're not going to stop when we get right here. We're actually going to fill in all the way to the edge.
I write my name Polish in the end, but not X in the end.
That's okay.
And
as long as you put it on there, it makes it special, okay?
I add 2 more colors, this color and that color of my pencil. I just was like shading it all up, but
That's
I
okay.
didn't made it.
You can make a whole mix of stuff. You can mix pencils and the crayons sometimes too. Just experiment. You might find something that you really, really like. All kinds of fun things. Okay, my friends, it is time for us to be done. It is 3:45. I want you guys to finish this project, and when we come together next Friday, I want you to show it to me, okay?
Wait, I have one.
You know it's really cool too? You can take your picture, your final picture, and see if your parents or grannies or somebody will run up to the dollar store and get a little picture frame for you. I love those dollar store picture frames. We have like a whole art gallery with our artwork in it. You can get from the dollar store frames. Those are awesome. So this one's going to be a really cool one to put in a frame because it's got you on there and it's got
one
your name.
more question.
Yes,
So
what is it?
I make robots with glue with glue. I make paper robots.
I like robots. Maybe we'll do a robot.
People.
Maybe we'll do a robot lesson. That'd be fun. All right, my friends, I am going to see you guys next time, okay? And I want to see those pictures. I want to see those pictures done next week, okay?
Amigos.
Bye. Bye. And I just want to say something before I leave.
Of course you do.
I hope the next one is more fun than this. Okay,
well,
bye.
You're going to just have to tune in and be surprised, okay, Harrison?
I also have a question.
Who else had a question? Was that Hunter?
Yeah, no, it was me.
No problem.
Can I show mine?
Yeah, come on. Put it up there. Hold on.
Thank
you. Know what I'm
you.
gonna do? Hold up. Let me see, Hunter. There it is. Let me unpin me. And you is that paint?
Uh-huh.
That's some pretty thick paint.
Yeah, I only had like a couple.
Jenna said, "Ooh."
I only had a couple colors to work with. I had white, yellow, green, red. I could have used black.
Okay. You know what? Sometimes we think we have to have all these colors and we have to have 64 crayons or the whole pack of markers or something, but we really can do some beautiful artwork with just a couple of colors. I just had the yellow, green, and blue here on mine, and I had 3 colors, and I finished out my whole artwork. And you've got some red and orange, and what else was on there? Yellow. And it looks great.
I actually didn't have orange. It's just red. Oh, and a really good color to mix is red and white.
Okay.
It makes a really nice pink color.
You know, I did a project one time with some of my students at school, and I gave them red, blue, and yellow. Just those 3 colors, primary colors. And they had to mix 42 colors out of that.
Wow.
It was an exercise in, color mixing, and they could make green, but they could make light green, darker green, medium green, blue green, yellow green, chartreuse, all the different shades of green, different tints and all, but they only started out with red, blue, and yellow. And it was really cool. All right, my friends, I am out of here. I will see you next week, okay? Bye.
Bye.
Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
You too.